happy.
Go for the handful.
It's Macy's 4th of July sale with summer specials. Like up to 60% off swim for all, up to 40% off shoes, handbags, and outdoor dining essentials. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members earn more during Star Money bonus days. Going on now.
Oh, we couldn't look away then.
No.
We still can't now. Tom doing his best young Jack on 106 in Park back in 2006. Like, what?
I mean, come on, Tom. Do you, Tom?
The whole thing. The pinstripe suit, the glasses, all of it.
Do you, Tom? But when it comes to Tom at the top of his dance game, well, he can thank one man for that.
Yes, indeed. Les Grossman. Good night, everybody.
See y'all.
Every now and then.
Do you have a signature move?
Les Grossman, Rock of Ages. Still get risky business. Depends on what you want.
Just take those old records on the shelf. Why you all in my ear?
Yep, Tom's a dance machine, but we'll be seeing different kinds of moves in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, which hits theaters July 12th. Tom's driving one-handed while handcuffed and riding a motorcycle off this cliff.
Happening now.
A water main break across the street sent rocks on top of one woman's home. Coming up, Saws says this comes with the summer heat.
Well, the hottest of the heat will stay away for the 4th of July holiday, but it is still going to be toasty. Plus, there's a small chance for rain. I'll have the details, including your fireworks forecast, coming up.
Fireworks aren't the only things popping, so are the sales. Coming up, some deep discounts on some top-rated products, and when's a good time to start shopping for toys and tech.
First at 5, we begin with an update on a fatal crash yesterday in West Bexar County. A second person who was thrown from a vehicle on Talley Road has died. The victims identified as 19-year-old Mara Berenji, who was driving, and 18-year-old Arash Berenji. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says the driver was speeding before he hit a telephone pole. His Camaro flipped, causing the roof and entire front end to come off of the vehicle. The driver was thrown from the vehicle. He died at the scene. A second passenger was trapped in the car. They're still recovering in a hospital. A lot of questions after a man was shot while watering his yard. It happened on Flanders Avenue, not far from Huron and Division Avenue. San Antonio police say the victim was hit in the upper torso. They aren't sure right now why he was shot, and according to the victim, he doesn't know why or by who either. At last check, he was taken to BAMC. His condition unknown. The suspects in this case have not been caught. A man and woman in their 60s are dead tonight after they were hit by a driver last night. This happened around 10 o'clock where Highway 181 at Old Corpus Christi Road meet up. San Antonio police say a silver Ford Taurus had just pulled out of a parking lot when it was struck by a white SUV. The driver who caused the crash was tested at the scene and found not to be intoxicated. The names of the two people who died have not yet been released. And just a few hours later, another man had to be cut from his car after he crashed near Pleasanton Road and Loop 410. This happened around 12 o'clock this morning. San Antonio police say the driver hit a bridge on Morrison and rolled his car. He was pinned inside the wreckage. Once he was extracted, he was taken to EMS to University Hospital. No one else was hurt in that crash. Just halfway through 2023, and the number of mass shootings continues to increase by the day. Right now, the Gun Violence Archive says there have been 340 U.S. shootings, mass shootings here in the U.S. The latest happening in Baltimore during a block party this weekend. 2 people are dead. More than 24 were injured. The search for those responsible continues. A reward has now shot up to $28,000 for information in that case. Baltimore police are still trying to figure out a motive. Back here at home, we hear about them all the time during the summer months. Water main breaks. It is a problem connected to the scorching heat we've been experiencing. As Lee Waldman shows us, for one family on the southwest side, the damage from a recent break was far worse than a soggy street.
It sounded bad. He was like, "It's hailing." I'm like, "It's 100 degrees outside. Where is it hailing?"
It's not hail, but the damage is still just as bad for John Rodriguez's Mustang.
My whole windshield is shattered. There's rocks inside my car. There's mud. It caused all these dents on top of my car and the trunk.
The water main break on Broken Lance Drive happened last Thursday. Rodriguez's girlfriend, Brenda Valdivino, says she first noticed the water around the sidewalk that morning.
And it got worse and it exploded and
all of the rocks came shooting out from there and onto our house.
You can still see the rocks on top of Valdivino's roof and where that water main was repaired on the road. But SAWS tells us not much can be done to prevent this from happening during the summertime.
We have over 13,000 miles of pipe underground. That's a lot of pipe. And in a city the size of ours that's serving over 2 million customers, you are going to see breaks no matter what.
The breaks are caused by the summer temps and soil drying out, causing the ground to shift, making pipe bursts more likely. Just last month, the Santikos Palladium and other businesses around the rim were inundated with water after a major break. Most businesses were back up and running that night. As for Rodriguez and Valdivino's, they're still dealing with the after effects of the water main break on their street, hoping it doesn't happen again.
It is concerning. They were there like all night trying to patch it up and fix it, but who knows if it'll happen again.
Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Fire investigators are trying to figure out the cause of a fire at a West Side home last night. This was a scene along Hillcrest Drive, not far from St. Mary's University. Take a look. The home isn't currently being used, but neighbors say they do see people going in and out of it, though they never see any lights on. The fire is believed to have started in a front bedroom. It's spread to the rest of the house, causing about $50,000 in damage. Well, it's not a situation you might think will happen to you, starting a fire with fireworks, but that's exactly what happened here in Florida. This is the aftermath of a child being left alone, getting a hold of fireworks, and then setting them off inside his apartment. The child made it out safely with the help of neighbors. No one else was hurt, but several apartments were damaged. Fireworks-related injuries are very common this time of year. Last year, 11 fireworks-related deaths were reported, along with more than 10,000 trips to the emergency room. Most of the people hurt by the fireworks this time last year were kids. Even what seems like innocent fireworks, like sparklers, can be very dangerous. Sparklers accounted for 600 ER visits. Many of them were for burns on the hands, fingers, head, face, and ears.
Fireworks aren't toys and they're not for children. They're burning at 2,000 degrees. It's like a blowtorch.
And if you will be handling fireworks this holiday, don't forget the basics of safety. Make sure they are legal to set off in your area. Keep a bucket of water and hose nearby. Only light the firework one at a time and step away quickly. Never try to relight or pick up fireworks that haven't fully ignited. Douse them with water before you dispose of them, and also make sure someone sober around is supervising that activity. Speaking of sobriety, the Department of Public Safety will have extra troopers on the road this holiday. They're reminding everyone to celebrate safely. Plan on ahead if you're going to be drinking alcohol. Move over and slow down if police, fire, EMS, TxDOT vehicles or tow trucks are stopped with their lights on the side of the road. Everyone in the vehicle should be wearing a seatbelt. Stay off your phone and be aware of other drivers. Don't cut in front of large trucks. And don't slam your brakes on in front of them. Good tips to follow every day when you're out there on the roads. Let's take a look at TransGuide on this Monday of a holiday, long extended weekend, and that's about what you would expect the roads to look like on a Monday right before 4th of July. Not much going on out there.
Absolutely. And you know what? Those clouds really helped our temperatures to stay down a little bit today. It's only 88 in Del Rio and 89 in Eagle Pass. Look out towards Schertz, 95 in Floresville, 97 in Mico, and 93 in Windcrest. And again, those clouds have been around helping to keep our temperatures down a little bit. It's still warm. It's 95 degrees outside right now, but not as bad as if we had full sun. Now tonight, there's a small chance for an isolated shower or storm until about 8 p.m. Then after sunset, it's going to be warm in the 80s. Here's a look at the radar right now. We do have some showers peppering the radar. I'll give you more of a detailed look at the radar coming up in a bit, and of course, get you ready for Independence Day and that firework forecast. Tim.
All right, we'll look forward to that, Sarah. Meanwhile, a mix of severe weather has millions of Americans up against the elements. While some are being hit with dangerous heat, others are dealing with thunderstorms and flooding. ABC's Melissa Don explains the timing not ideal with so many people on the roads for the 4th of July holiday.
Amid a record-breaking holiday travel week with millions of Americans hitting the roads and skies, millions are also facing severe weather. Damaging winds and hail slamming Lexington, Kentucky, widespread power outages, and major damage to homes like this one. Heavy rains also hammering parts of the Midwest, nearly 9 inches falling in some areas. Storms hitting cities with major airports like New York, Philly, and Charlotte, North Carolina. In Chicago, residents wading through deep water, ditching their cars to escape flooding. The Chicago River even reversed to ease flooding conditions downtown.
I went and then my car just started floating and I said, oh snap. So my first reaction is to escape from the car. I opened the door and water started flooding my feet.
In Pennsylvania, at least 3 tornadoes reported over the weekend, several buildings destroyed.
I grabbed my girlfriend and grabbed the holder to keep her from getting hit, and it came through and just left loose. Next thing I know, we're on the ground and the building's on top of us.
I just started bawling, which I could do now. In fact, we have a tree right now laying on my roof.
Meanwhile, many are also facing scorching heat. From Oregon to North Carolina, 36 million Americans now under heat advisories or warnings. Some areas hitting triple-digit temperatures. The hot weather out west is expected to be over 110 degrees in places like Phoenix and Las Vegas, with triple-digit highs over in places in the Pacific Northwest, all this lasting through the 4th of July holiday. Melissa Don, ABC News, Los Angeles.
In consumer news, if you eat Tyson chicken, you might want to listen up. The company is going to start giving its chickens antibiotics again. For the last 8 years, Tyson stopped using those drugs. They even added labels with the words "no antibiotics ever" on their packages. Those labels will now be changing by the end of the year. They will now say "no antibiotics important to human medicine." Tyson is the nation's largest poultry producer. It says about half of all U.S. poultry farmers use some form of antibiotics to keep the chickens healthy. Using them in food has been frowned upon in recent years by some because bacteria has become resistant to some treatments, and it's a result of frequent exposure to antibiotics. Coming up on the news at 5, here's a question for you. How do you store your ketchup? Well, there's a case for storage wars being played out on social media right now, and it's about whether or not it goes in the fridge or the pantry. We'll have the answer from Heinz on where they say it goes coming up in just a bit. And we're smack dab in the middle of summer, and that's time when the companies start ramping up new deals on some big items. We're talking washers and grills. Marilyn Moritz shares where to look and why shopping on certain days matters more this month.
I'm Patty Santos with a look at what we're working on for the news at 6.
We urgently need fosters to step forward and help us.
San Antonio Pets Alive was forced to evacuate dozens of dogs and cats out of its adoption center next to Animal Care Services last night. This after the AC broke. The response to its desperate plea for help and how the life-saving mission of the nonprofit has been affected. Jesse Degollado will have that coming up at 6. Also coming up at 6, hundreds of Vietnam helicopter pilots gathering downtown for their 40th annual reunion. Our Jonathan Cotto visits with them and brings us the stories and memories they are sharing, all after these decades. All that and more today, coming up on the news at 6.
Thanks, Patty. Look forward to having you out here with me at 6. July may be the month for fireworks and trips to the beach, but it's also becoming known as a month for deep discounts. There's Amazon's Prime Day for one thing, as 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz shows us. That's cooked up some pretty hot competition and some pretty good deals.
The star-spangled month of July is prime time for some stellar deals.
4th of July sales are in full swing. This is an especially major sales moment for big-ticket items like grills, large appliances, and mattresses.
Some of Consumer Reports' top tested products are on deep discount this month, like this mattress. The Casper Original Hybrid Queen Size is $1,196 at Amazon, Best Buy, and Casper. That's $300 saved. It's both inner spring and foam. CR says it's excellent for back support. Next, think large appliances. This Electrolux washing machine is $898 at the Home Depot, $300 off. It's water efficient too. Here's a sizzler. This charcoal barrel grill from Char Griller is $699 at Lowe's. That's $100 off. It's Wi-Fi enabled and has a hopper feed system for adding more charcoal. And if you're traveling with kids, a travel stroller is a big help. The Kiko Lightway is $87.99 at Amazon and Walmart. It's compact, easy to fold, and maneuvers well. The sales extravaganza will really get rolling next week. Think of it as Black Friday in July. Several big retailers will compete, offering deep discounts on things like apparel, home furnishings, toys, and tech. The biggie, Amazon's annual Prime Day, is happening July 11th and 12th.
Amazon's annual Prime Day sale is happening this July 11th and 12th. Basically, everything is going to be on sale, but the discounts are exclusively available to Prime members, so you'll need an account to shop the sale.
Competitors will get a head start, though. Target will have Circle Week. You do need to be a Circle member. It's free. And Walmart will have Plus Week. Members get the earliest deals. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
All right, time for a debate, or putting a debate to an end. Heinz is putting an end to the debate. Does ketchup go in the fridge or the pantry? It is a staple to any 4th of July party, and if you're asking Kraft Heinz, it belongs in the fridge, like we all know. The company tweeted, "Ketchup goes in the fridge," in response to a social media debate. Not everyone agrees, though. In a Twitter poll among 13,000 respondents, more than 63% said fridge. You're right. About 37% said they preferred their ketchup in the cupboard. Don't know what's wrong with you. Heinz has previously said its ketchup is shelf stable, but the refrigerator works better at maintaining the quality once it's open. Sarah,
it's interesting. I didn't even know that was debate. Like, you keeping
once
it in
you
the
open
fridge
it goes in the fridge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a tomato product.
Well, we ended the debate, or Heinz did anyways.
Yeah. Way to go,
Debate
Heinz.
about the weather. Is there anything to debate about that?
Not really, unless you prefer triple-digit weather and you don't like how much cooler it's been out there. It's still hot, but I mean, these clouds have really helped to keep our temperatures down as that heat high has moved out of the way. And it's opened up the atmosphere for a few isolated downpours this afternoon. Take a look at the radar. You can see that there are a few showers and storms peppering the radar, mainly across our coastal communities. I'm going to show you these showers and storms out here right now nearer to Cuero. We're going to go back one actually there so I can show you a little bit closer. So nearer to Cuero, you can see that there's a couple of these summery showers that develop off of the sea breeze during the daytime heat. Notice that they're throwing out outflow boundaries or rain-cooled air that's moving through Gonzales. That's that thin green line there. So as we have a couple more hours of daylight, we're going to be seeing if some of those showers can develop along that outflow boundary closer to Seguin, Luling, and even eastern San Antonio. Also, we do have some light rain falling right now over Eagle Pass and a shower storm closer to Cotulla. But the biggest picture today has been the fact that, honestly, the clouds have stuck around, and that's what's allowed for our highs to only be in the mid to upper 90s rather than in the triple digits. And when we look at rain chances over the coming days, including tomorrow for the 4th of July holiday, we're going to be seeing those afternoon showers and storms peppering the radar. Now, the chance for them to make it to San Antonio is relatively low tomorrow through Thursday, only 20%, but that chance is there. And you can see in the futurecast tomorrow, we'll start with some clouds. It'll be a quiet start to the day. Another mostly cloudy day tomorrow, at least for the most part. In the afternoon, we'll see a little bit more sunshine, and take a look at the futurecast, cluing in on some of those coastal showers and storms tomorrow in the later afternoon and early evening. One or two of those may try to make a run for San Antonio. This particular forecast model shows that, but again, this is just the computer's best guess. The biggest story to know is that along the coast there will be a few showers, and we'll have to wait and see if they make it. Otherwise, it is going to be a day pretty similar to today. Waking up at 78 tomorrow in your KSAT 12-hour forecast. By noon, it will still be mostly cloudy and 89 degrees. And then warm, hot in the afternoon for sure. 97 for the afternoon high, and a 20% chance for one of those isolated run-of-the-mill summer storms. Looking at forecast highs in your neighborhoods tomorrow for Independence Day, it's going to be hot in Cotulla and Laredo, 103, 101 Carrizo Springs. Not too bad in Del Rio for this time of year, 96 tomorrow, 93 in Kerrville. Hill Country is going to be in the low 90s tomorrow, 96 in Canyon Lake if you're planning on going out to the lake tomorrow. If you're planning on going to New Braunfels, maybe floating the Guadalupe, 97 in New Braunfels for the high, 97 in Castroville, 98 in Pleasanton, and 98 in Floresville. Of course, here's what matters, that fireworks forecast for you. Tomorrow sunsets at 8:38. At 8, we'll be at 91. After the sunsets, our rain chances go away. So fireworks should go off without a hitch. pun intended. 89 at 9, 86 at 10. Winds will be a bit breezy from the south at 10 to 15, gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. So looking at the big picture across the nation, you can see it's much more active across the nation. That's because the heat high is still off to the west. But in the coming days, that heat high is going to be moving over Texas. And with it, our highs are going to increase, especially over the weekend, when we'll be looking at highs back into the triple digits and heat index values close to 105 to 107. Looking ahead to the forecast again, just an isolated shower storm possible in the coming days, and then back to the heat by the weekend.
Don't know why that big blue H is coming back, Sarah. We didn't miss it. Thanks, Sarah. All right, RJ, the Spurs are tipping off their Summer League play tonight. No Wemby, but we're there and we're watching.
Yeah, no Wemby, no problem, because we're going to get an opportunity to see some of the younger guys take the court tonight. Yes, the Spurs are in Cali for the start of Summer League play. We are live on the West Coast with a preview of tonight's game. And San Antonio FC is at the halfway point of their season. A look at what the defending champs are saying as they look to make a playoff push on the pitch. Sports is coming up next. It's game night as the Spurs are set to tip off the California Classic tonight in Sacramento. After a busy few weeks, it'll be good to see some action actually on the court. So this is the first of two summer leagues the Spurs will be playing in. Victor Wembanyama will join the squad in Las Vegas later this week. So tonight is an opportunity for some of the other young guys to shine. And following all the action is our Larry Ramirez, who's live in Sacramento with a preview of tonight's game and what the guys are saying about getting back to some competitive hoops. Larry, how are things looking out there?
Hey, thank you very much, RJ. And so far, so good. The Spurs will play in the second game later today. Now, we are live inside the Golden One Center, home of the Sacramento Kings, and, of course, the site of the 5th annual California Classic, featuring 6 teams and 2 days of action. They sold more than 13,000 tickets to today's event. We're talking the Spurs, Kings, Warriors, Heat, Lakers, and the Hornets. The Spurs Summer League squad held practice yesterday at the Kings' old facility about 10 miles out of town where the Arco Arena once stood. Led by Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley, Dominic Barlow, and Julian Champagny, the Spurs are more than ready to tip off their Summer League schedule to prep for the upcoming regular season. We caught up with the guys yesterday at practice here in Sacramento to get their thoughts on playing ball tonight.
Man, I'm excited. We haven't played in a little while, so just been workouts, but I'm ready to go. I'm excited to play, and I think we're going to be ready to go.
We feel good. I feel good about the team. These couple practices has had us been able to connect more and also, just fill out each other more. So it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, man, I'm ready since last year. Yeah. So the G-League really helped me out about this. And I just done the workout now, just getting drafted, and I'm ready for the Summer League, yeah.
CD is excited to make his NBA debut, and here's the matchup: Spurs and Hornets tonight at 7 from Golden One Center. It's the second of 3 games on the schedule, and we will have more Spurs here at the California Classic coming up at 6. RJ, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. Well, it's hard to believe, but San Antonio FC has reached the midway point of the regular season, and the defending champs are looking to make a push to the top of the table. SAFC currently sits 3rd in the Western Conference standing with a 7-7-3 record, and after a tough month of June, SAFC, as you see right there, got a big win this past Saturday against Birmingham Legion FC, 3-1 in front of a sold-out crowd. In fact, SAFC is unbeaten at Toyota Field this season and hope to carry that momentum the rest of July. Good luck to the guys. KSAT 12 News at 5 will be right back after the break.